again. Welcome back for part 2 of What's in My Box, and I'm about to finally reveal my last one-of-a-kind Madrigal doll from Tales of the City. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back. First of all, I must say I cannot believe how many likes and views I got so quickly in my last video, probably because it was featuring my beautiful cat Penny. So you'll be seeing a lot more of her in the future, I do believe. But let's get on to it. Finally, I'm very happy to reveal my Madrigal doll from Tales of the City. Now, if you're not familiar, Tales of the City was a book. That's actually a whole series. Let me do my Sale of the Century on. A whole book series. Starting off with the first one in the 70s. It was first shown printed in the San Francisco Chronicle, and then it was fully published into a whole book series, and he just released the last one of those two. It was a couple of years ago, which are amazing. And thank God they were finally made into a mini-series, television mini-series, video cassette, and my beloved DVD collection. And they're actually going to be redoing it again. They're going to be rehashing it. One of the original stars, I can't remember all the whole cast, but one of the main characters, which was the Madrigal doll, was played beautifully by Olympia Dukakis, and she's going to be what's the word? In the remake, she's doing the same role as Madrigal, so I can't wait to see that. So, as homage, one of my famous homages, I've done a doll. Now, this was a really weird doll. I'm going to have to stand up, Mamacita. I'm not sure. I think she's a High School Musical doll. I'm not sure, but she had a really weird face. She had long blonde hair in this band leader's outfit, but I just saw Madrigal's face. You just don't see that in normal Barbie dolls. It's very, very unusual. So finally, I made the outfit, which is in episode 1 of Tales of the City. You see her lounging around the yard in this, and this is what she does for gardening in. I cut the hair and I redid hair, glued it all on. She's famous for a turban or a hat, so she's got one of those with her jewellery. She does her gardening at night. She's got her watering can, and she's also got one of her very special cigarettes that she grows in her yard. And of course, I'm into play sets. This isn't a play set, but it's a diorama backdrop basically, which just gives it more of a story, I feel. So, if you're familiar with the show, this is the outside of 28 Barbary Lane. You enter through the gate, and it leads into a mystical, magical world of Tales of the City that Madrigal is the landlady of a block of beautiful units, and it's a whole drama that goes on with all these people that intersect. And this is the cat Boris, and in the letterbox is a copy of the San Francisco Chronicle that has Tales of the City printed in it. So, in a nutshell, I really shouldn't say that again. I said I wouldn't say that again. It's made out of a cardboard box. I didn't get any of the hardboard that I usually get. It's just a cardboard box, and I painted it, and could have done the lattice work a little bit better, but it just didn't work out. It took me an afternoon. It wasn't too much at all. It's I'm happy with it. I think it does. If you've seen the show, let me know if you think it's similar, because I spent many hours staring at the still on YouTube so I could try and get this right. So, what else can I say about Tales of the City? I might give you a look at her close-up, kind of. Well, we've done the close-up of that, have we? Oh, okay then. So, I hope you like it. I hope you appreciate it. I hope it makes you curious to go to YouTube and try and look up Tales of the City and have a bit of a look. I'm sure it's available elsewhere in all these streams and things that are just out there in the atmosphere that you can just download. So, give it a look. It's very adult, but it's funny as well, and it's a mystery, and it's highly, highly, highly recommended by Armistead Maupin. He's brilliant. So I think that's all I can say about Tales of the City. I'll just get ready for my next Doink segment. Doink. And here we are. Part 2 of What's in My Box and Lady Penelope. She was a hit last time, so here she is again, taking up all my display space. But that's okay. Hello. Hello. Yes, you have an audience. Okay, I have to get back to it now. You just stay there. First of all, the continuation. What's in my box? First of all, I have a really nice repro tin. Looks very vintage, but it's not. It was just a big skip tin. And what's in it? Warner Brothers vinyl figures and other stuff as well. But I got these in the 80s. There's Bugs Bunny. Is that, you're right? Sylvester with Tweety. I'll try and put these. Porky Pig. And Daffy Duck, Overture, Curtains, Lights. And they're not going to stand up. That's another one of Bugs Bunny reclining. And the Roadrunner. And oh, what's his name? Him. It's completely from my head. And this is, I think this was a McDonald's toy. Warner Brothers limo. And then I have other random, oh no, and the Tasmanian Devil. Then I have other randomness like a Bart Simpson. He must have been a bit later. These are 80s Garfield figures. I was into Garfield back then. I had one stuck on my car as everybody else did. And I think that's a McDonald's toy. A Smurf. No.
That's
and
cute.
A deputy dog. Wowsy, wowsy, woo, woo. That's what he used to say. And a Tinkerbell. So that's in that little tin. And then this other very nice reproduction vintage looking tin we have. I love those old fashioned ocean liner advertisements. Oh. You hire an audio man and this is what you get. Here we go. The Flinstones! Now, lots of different things here. There's Barney in his car. And Fred and Wilma in the car. And that's another smaller. That might have been a McDonald's toy when the movie came out, which I loved, the 90s movie with John Goodman. And that's just a little one of the kids, Pebbles and Bam Bam. Little cart. And there's some even smaller Fred and Barney cars, which I think are really cute. And then we have Fred with his bowling ball, Barney with his golf stick, and where's Wilma? Betty and Wilma. I wish I could do her laugh like Rosie O'Donnell, she was brilliant. and Pebbles and Bam Bam and Dino. So they're cute. And then these ones are Kinder Surprise. I'm sure they're Kinder Surprise. I actually like those figures too, they're quite good. And there's, I've got two Freds there with his lawnmower, that dinosaur lawnmower, and Fred with his fishing pole, which is cute. And just another Wilma. And a palm tree. So that's that. Just a random, another tin. I liked it because I like a vintage 50s looking tin, but I just thought it might be a nice display because I've got some other vintage items kind of the same size, so we'll see what I actually get to all together. Oh, and may as well show you this too. That's a cool Marilyn Monroe television vintage looking money box, which I think is from the 80s. So, yes, and then I found this cool, this is a Disney, I'm not doing Disney yet, wait a minute. Sorry. I found these in my crate. Some cool, I got these in the 90s actually. And they're radios. This unfortunately doesn't work anymore because the battery leaked, because I'm very famous for leaving batteries in things and they go off. So that's an old 30s looking radio. This one actually does work. Is that light coming on? Yeah. The light does come on. It reminds me of the Jetsons and the 50s sort of look into the future. So there's those. They're nice for display. Then, oh, also randomly, last video I showed you some Tom and Jerry figures that I got from the States. This is a real cell, I think. I should be disgusted in the condition it's in, but yes, it's a Tom and Jerry cell. And then Disney. I've only got a few Disney figures, but they're from the same period. This boat, I don't know what it's from, but it matches the figures nicely for display, so that's why I've got that. This is a Steamboat Willie, I think. Black and white Mickey. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit? And this is what I was going to show you. It's got Mickey Mouse on the top. It's from Tokyo Disneyland. It was left at a restaurant I used to work at years ago, and no one came back and claimed it, so I pitched it because I thought it was cute. And it looks way better at night, but there's too many lights to switch off. And the Bee from Bee Movie, Jerry Seinfeld. You seen dancing? Oh, sorry, Puss. Oh, you get the idea. McDonald's Cruella de Vil. This is a Pink Panther pipe cleaner, Pink Panther from, I remember when Mum went out when I was a kid, and she had a Pink Panther cocktail, and this is what was on the cocktail, so I've had that all those years. And now I have some, do those first. In the 70s, I was very hugely into roller skating, and I just had a few cool roller skating key rings. I used to collect key rings back then. This bottom's, I need to glue that. But I used to have black boots with yellow flames up the side and yellow wheels and a yellow stopper. It was so effing cool. And then I moved on to speed skates when everyone stopped making fun of me. And some Matchbox toys, Matchbox corgi. This is a Matchbox camper van, which the top opened up and the back opened up, and I've had that all those years from the 70s. And the corgi school bus. I can't see what that is. A little Jeep I had forever. And a Boeing. A metal, die-cast metal Boeing 747 I used to hang, and I only got these because they're so futuristic looking, because I love futuristic looking flying cars, that sort of thing. That one, and that one. Bonnet opens up. That cool little sporty thing. I think that they think they're Kinder Egg cars, but they're just very modern, futuristic looking kind of. I've had that for years, but we're driving around in those now. How funny. And actually, I should have said this. I've got a whole container full of Kinder Surprises. There could be another whole video. And that cool bike was on top of one of my birthday cakes one year. A little worse for wear. And I think these are Kinder Egg, but they're Dodgem cars. I just thought that was so cool, little Dodgem cars. So, and then I think coming up the last thing, my vintage, well, it's not vintage, box opening. What we've got is classictvtoys.com. This company isn't in existence anymore. I've tried to look them up and there's nothing of them. And it's like a Mego style I Love Lucy, as you can see. Just like everybody else, I Love Lucy, still do. I've got all their DVDs and movies, like the long trailer. And hang on, what's say here? From episode 30, Lucy does a TV commercial. And on the back you can see, Mama Secret, are they getting that there? There are all the other figures which are available, which I would have loved, but never got them. So, it's just got some stickers on them. It's got damage to the box. So I'm going to open her up and have a bit of a look. So let's go for it. You can fast forward this, Mamacita. Ooh. All right. Hello. No accessories, but that's okay. She comes with a hat. But how cool is she? She's like a little Mego Lucy. Little shoes. Is she? I don't want to take the outfit off. She's got elastic in her. She's got a little hat. Very 50s. A little Lucy bun. Oh, the elastic's gone, and I've just wrecked it. Oh, that's okay. Can you see a close-up of her? She might be able to be Action Jackson's grandmother or something. So, yeah. Little I Love Lucy. That's it. Thank you very much for coming back and seeing part 2. And also, just by chance, if Armistead Maupin or Olympia Dukakis, who I both adore incredibly, if you wanted that doll, get in contact with me and I'll gladly send it to you. So that's in a nutshell. Thanks, Penny, for being so quiet. Oh, sorry, did that go off? All right. Good night and thank you. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and please leave comments. I love them. Thank you.